Located on the western coast of the Iberian Peninsula, Portugal is one of Europe's most visited countries due to its idyllic climate, affordable travel costs, and exceptional attractions. Portugal's varied geography ranges from the verdant mountains and vineyards of the north to the glamorous beaches of the Algarve along the southern coastline. Also belonging to Portugal, but lying in the Atlantic Ocean, are the archipelagos of the Azores and the Madeira, known for their lush landscapes and flower gardens. Here's a look at the best places to visit in Portugal. Number 10. Coimbra. A charming city situated by the Mondego River, Coimbra is home to a treasure trove of historic sites and a lively culture that is centered around one of Europe's oldest universities. One of the best things to do in Coimbra is to simply get lost and discover the many historic attractions, from the stunning old cathedral to the Gothic monastery of Santa Clara a Velha, which contains the tomb of Queen Isabel. No trip to Coimbra would be complete without a visit to the University of Coimbra to admire one of the world's most beautiful libraries. Number 9. The Azores. The archipelago of the Azores is composed of 9 volcanic islands in the Atlantic Ocean, located about 930 miles west of Lisbon. Renowned for world-class whale watching, hot mineral springs, and quaint seaside towns, each island has its own fascinating identity. São Miguel is the largest island of the Azores and is known as the Green Island, while Pico is home to the highest mountain in Portugal. Number 8. Aveiro. Hugging the country's Atlantic coast in central Portugal, Aveiro is a bustling city often called the Venice of Portugal due to its picturesque setting of scenic canals connected by charming bridges and dotted with colorful gondolas. Historic sites, gorgeous beaches, and tasty cuisine also make Aveiro a popular tourist destination. The many sightseeing gems include the Aveiro Cathedral, the São Gonçalino Chapel, and the Convento de Jesus. These all offer lovely architecture and artworks. Number 7. Évora. Évora may be a small town in southern Portugal, but it packs huge tourist appeal. With a history dating back more than 2,000 years, Évora was once a flourishing city under Roman rule. Today, Évora shelters more than 4,000 historic structures, including the old Roman walls and temples. Another highlight is the 13th century Cathedral of Évora, one of Portugal's most important Gothic structures. Not far outside the city is Europe's largest complex of prehistoric megaliths that are also worth a look. Number 6. Porto. World famous for its production of fine port wine, the busy city of Porto sprawls along the hills overlooking the Douro River in northern Portugal. At the heart of Porto is the charming pedestrian zone, the Ribeira, an atmospheric place on the river, buzzing in live music, cafes, restaurants, and street vendors. Dominating this popular tourist setting is the Ponte Dom Luís, a metal double-decked arch bridge that links Porto to Vila Nova de Gaia, well known for its port wine cellars. Number 5. Madeira. Sporting the nickname Floating Garden of the Atlantic, Madeira is a fertile oasis in the Atlantic Ocean between Portugal and North Africa, popular for its lush green landscapes, flower gardens, and wines. Must-see places in Madeira include the Orchid Garden and the Lauri Silva Forest, which harbors the world's largest concentration of laurel. The capital and largest city on Madeira is Funchal, home to historic churches and fortresses, as well as the tree-lined Lido Promenade, which presents spectacular ocean views. Number 4. Sintra. Nestled in the foothills of the Sintra Mountains on the Lisbon coast, Sintra presents a spectacular setting of verdant hills, sprinkled with pretty castles and palaces. The most famous is Penha's Palace, a fantastical castle reminiscent of Germany's Neuschwanstein. Built in the mid-1800s and serving as a summer retreat for the Portuguese royal family, Penha's Palace is surrounded by forested parklands containing exotic trees and flowers. Also not to be missed are the ancient ruins of the Castle of the Moors, crowning the city's highest hill, and the romantic Monserrate Palace, with its subtropical gardens. Number 3. Óbidos. Located on a hilltop in the Centro region of western Portugal, Óbidos is encircled by an old fortified wall. Besides the wall, the magnificent medieval castle and historic center of Óbidos make up the city's main attraction and can easily be walked. A labyrinth of narrow, cobbled streets leads visitors along busy squares, quaint shops, and whitewashed houses, spruced with colorful flowers. The castle with its commanding edifice, huge gates, and towers is now a luxurious hotel, but a marvel to behold nevertheless. Number 2. Algarve. Sunny Mediterranean climate, gorgeous beaches, picturesque towns, fabulous cuisine, and affordable costs are just some of the reasons that make the Algarve one of the most popular destinations in Portugal. Located in the country's southernmost region, the Algarve offers a feast for the eyes, from tranquil landscapes of olive groves, traditional whitewashed villages, to the wild, windswept coast with its dramatic cliffs dotted with summer resorts. Faro is the region's capital, and Lagos is the area's hotspot for nightlife. Number 1. Lisbon. Stretching along the banks of the Tagus River near the Atlantic Ocean, Portugal's capital and largest city winds upward among 7 steep hills, forming an enchanting destination of colorful neighborhoods reverberating in traditional fado music. The city's oldest district is Alfama, an old Moorish quarter, distinct for its maze of cobblestone streets, rustic architecture, and St. George's Castle. The best way to experience Lisbon is by taking one of the vintage trams, such as the well-known Tram 28, which winds along historic quarters, gardens, and main attractions.